Welcome back. You're watching The Money Show on ET Now. Well, we just had a discussion with Santosh Joseph on how to properly allocate your money across the plethora of asset classes that are available. Well, let's move on now and take on board the topic of life insurance. Here is an interesting product. It is somewhat related to something that the IRDAI had announced last year. Last year, they introduced a standardized health insurance product, which means whichever insurance company you go to, the basic terms, conditions, the nitty-gritties of the insurance policy will be exactly the same. Now they are taking that same concept to life insurance in the most plain vanilla life insurance product, and that's term life insurance. So now there will be a standardized term life insurance product that will be available across all insurance companies. It's going to be called the Saral Jiwan Bima. So to talk a bit more about this new insurance policy, I have with me Santosh Agarwal, Chief Business Officer with life insurance for PolicyBazaar.com. Santosh, thank you so much for joining us today. It's always a pleasure having you on ET Now, and wish you, your team at Policy Bazaar as well, the very best for 2021 and season's greetings.
Thank you so much. Wish you and the viewers of ET Now a very happy New Year.
Okay, so Santosh, let's talk a bit about this Saral Jiwan Bima. If you can just, elaborate on why is this an important product, and what essentially would it cover, Santosh?
Sure. I think first we'll just take a step back and understand what term life insurance is. It's actually the most basic life insurance product that anyone who is the breadwinner of the family and providing for his or her family and taking care of the family's needs, and if there are people, children, spouse dependent on your income, then this is the product for you. Because in case something happens to you and you aren't around, then the lives of your children, your spouse, and people that you're taking care of can go on. So it's the most basic form of life insurance that everybody should have. What the regulator is trying to achieve through Saral Jiwan Bima is actually, I think, incredible. The basic need is the penetration of insurance in India is still very low. So to cover the protection gap, this should play a critical role in my view, because today the current retail term insurance plans that are available have a lot of terms and conditions and a lot of eligibility criteria where you must be a graduate, you must be earning above a certain level, and you need to have standard documents around financial proof, etc. So a lot of people, which especially the weaker segments of the society, do not have access to this most basic form of life insurance. So what Saral Jiwan Bima does is, one, like the name suggests, it uncomplicates. It's extremely simplified because every company who will offer this product will have the same terms and conditions. The benefits will be the same. The inclusions, exclusions will all be the same. So at the core, the product will exactly be the same no matter who you buy it from. The important factor is that it is also available for everybody, which means that unlike today, where you can exclude certain sections of the society, basis gender, basis where you live, basis how much you earn, etc., etc., in this product, you cannot differentiate. You will have to offer this product to everybody, every Indian who is eligible, who is in the age group of 18 years to 65 years old and has an income, will have access to the product. So I think it achieves an incredible, it's a step in the future where the access of products like insurance, which is very, very basic of health insurance and life insurance, which everybody should have. The regulator is trying to ensure that people get covered and also uncomplicate so that people who are not very, I think, financially literate are able to understand this product, because the standardization makes it very, very uncomplicated.
All right. So how would, a term life, how would the Saral Jiwan Bima differ from a very common LIC term life plan, Santosh?
So it's not different. It is the same product. It is term life insurance. It still covers your family in case that happens, and a sum assured will be paid to their family. So the core benefit is still the same. It is just that today's retail term insurance product may not be available to everybody, which means that you need to have certain income documents like competition of income or income tax returns need to be filed, and these documents need to be submitted to the insurance company when you're buying the term insurance product. Also, most companies will ask, for documents around education, and at least 12th pass and above is something that is required. Plus, you need to be earning above a certain level, which is 3 lakh and above. So somewhere, a lot of people, who are say vendors or maids and drivers, and a lot of even the larger self-employed lot who don't really have these standard income documents were not able to buy life insurance product because of the requirement. And the reason why these requirements exist is because the term prices in India had fallen to a rock bottom, and actually they were much below what the prices that exist in developed countries. They were almost 20-30% lower than the term insurance prices that exist in the UK and US, which wasn't viable. And because the price came to a rock bottom, the underwriting criteria became more stringent, and hence it became a product that was more serving a certain class of people. So what Saral Jiwan Bima does is, because it is for the masses, it is for everybody, so the prices will be higher. It is expected to be higher because it's covering a larger segment of the society. Plus, there isn't enough mortality experience data to suggest that how this segment is going to behave, and hence what should be the right price. So this is the starting point. I think the journey will keep evolving as we go forward. But I think that this is an incredible step that at least you have access to insurance, and anybody who wants to cover themselves and prepare themselves from any financial mishap, and so that the lives of their families can go on. I think that need will get closed, and the access to this product is through various modes of payment. You can access it through a monthly mode of payment, and it will not cost too much. It's the cost can be roughly for a 25 lakh cover. The cost will be roughly about 500 rupees to 1,000 rupees a month. So it's pretty affordable still. It's going to be more expensive than the retail term plan, and rightly so, but it's still going to be very, very affordable.
Okay. Understood. All right. So it's essentially the same, but what essentially the Saral Jiwan Bima does is expands the sort of eligible customers, if you could call it that. So perhaps those individuals who are even in the lower socioeconomic status, who may not be having all the paperwork with them that is required for a regular term life policy, job papers and education papers, etc. It would be great for them. Santosh also spoke a little bit about the pricing bit. But Santosh, I just want to understand what is the minimum, maximum sum assured, and how it essentially, I mean, just to gauge what would be the pricing bit or the premium. Is the EMI option available for this product? If you could just talk to us about the operations of this product.
This product will be available from a 5 lakh cover to a 25 lakh cover. That's the minimum the regulator has prescribed. But an insurance company is free to offer covers beyond 25 lakh also. But yes, smaller covers of 5 lakh, 10 lakh, which aren't available today through the retail term insurance plans, those will be available. So anybody who's wanting to get themselves covered for 5 lakh, 10 lakh, 15 lakh, this is a product they can buy into. The product is available in multiple payment formats. So you can buy it annually and pay regularly for a period of the entire policy term, which is maximum is 40 years. So you can take a regular pay policy and pay every year. You can pay either monthly or annually, or you can take a limited pay product format where you cover yourself for 40 years, but you complete the payment in the first 10 years or 5 years or 15 years. So that format is also available. I think because we're trying to cover the masses and especially the socio-economic class, which is slightly lower here, I think the monthly mode format is going to come in handy. and you can pay monthly premiums, which is like I mentioned, for a 25 lakh cover for somebody who's 30-year-old and wants to cover themselves for 40 years. The amount is close to around 500 to 600 rupees a month.
All right. Okay, well, I think that's all you need to know about essentially the Saral Jiwan Bima plan. It's definitely going to, I guess, even help increase life insurance penetration, the distribution of life insurance in India. You can buy this online. There is the option of monthly installments as well. So, like I mentioned, especially for those who are in a socio-economic class that's slightly lower, who may not be having the documentation, the paperwork that is required by your insurance companies for the regular term life plan. Firstly, you won't be requiring all those documents, and secondly, it will be priced a little lower as well. You have the option of buying in monthly installments, EMIs as we call it, which has been introduced in the world of insurance as well, so that it becomes a bit more affordable for everybody. So this is your basic term vanilla life insurance plan. It's a great starting point as well for a lot of individuals who may have never bought life insurance before. So this will essentially be a great starting point. It's been introduced by the IRDAI, a standardized life insurance product. So whichever insurance company you go to, you ask them for the Saral Jiwan Bima, the terms and conditions will largely remain the same. I have one more question actually. I wanted to know about any add-ons or riders that an individual can add to the Saral Jiwan Bima.
So they can add basic riders like accidental death benefit, where if that happens due to an accident, the payout or the sum assured is almost 2 times of what you take as a basic amount. So basic riders are available with this product. Which is what the regulator has, allowed. But again, right now, the insurance companies are still in the process of launching these products. So these products are scheduled to be out sometime in the month of Jan. And the regulator is yet to approve some of these products. And we'll see which riders are available as the companies launch it.
Santosh, thank you so much for joining us today on ET Now and helping our viewers out, in understanding the Saral Jiwan Bima, very well. Okay, and on that note, we'll take a very short break on the show. Don't go anywhere.